What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Pose. Okay, so this is season 2, episode 5. What would Candy do? Okay, so I guess with this episode, they had to break up the, emotional wreck that they gave us last week and give us something very light, something kind of a little bit comical with Electra and her little quotes and stuff like that. But I feel like this was kind of like a filler episode. Am I the only one? It centered around Damon and Ricky, and basically it was not much that was going on in the episode. It was cute for what it was. It was just, to me, it was like a comparing and a contrast of what we already know about the two different houses, and you know how Electra runs her house one type of way, and then how Blanca runs her house the opposite way, which is the more loving and giving encouragement, hugs and stuff like that. Whereas you have Electra, who she's just out there, straightforward, blunt, self-centered, very narcissistic and everything like that, and all about herself, self-centered. And she even made this whole thing that was about Ricky, about herself, that was for Ricky, that Ricky got himself, and she made it about herself, and also what this shows us is just how something that's always in, like, I hate to put it out there, but it's true. We always have, people taken from different people's culture and then blowing it up. But when we do it, it's looked down upon. You know what I'm saying? So this is what has been going on with this whole Vogue thing. Madonna's, song Vogue has been #1 for like 3-4 weeks now. And so it is the new rage and the new thing, the new trend, and all these housewives and uppity people, whatever, white folks and all this stuff. They're trying to get these classes and, to do the voguing and stuff like that. They want Damon to add another class so that, they can get these people in, and he's teaching and all that stuff. And this is exactly what happened. When we see this every day, we see this till this day, time and time again, where people take from our culture, whether it's the gay culture, whether it's the LGBT community, whether it's African Americans or African or Latinas or whatever, they take, and then what we've been doing forever, all of a sudden it takes this white face, and it's usually a white face or the mainstream media, to blow it up and to make it all of a sudden cool for everybody when we've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it felt like. Ballroom was underground. Now it took this white lady who was very popular in the media, in the mainstream, in the music business, to blow it up with a song called Vogue. Okay? And I felt as though this was kind of giving like homage to the dancers of the Blonde Ambition tour, because that is what was going on in the episode. Ricky and Damon were, both selected to audition for Madonna's Blonde Ambition tour. Damon was out here giving his class, and it was this lady that was a talent scout, who said, "I'm gonna put you at the front of the line." Ricky was outside doing something, and then same lady saw that he was dancing or whatever, and said the same thing to him. And so, I felt this episode was giving homage to the dancers who taught Madonna how to Vogue, and all of that, and putting them on the forefront. You got Jose, Extravaganza, the House of Extravaganza, and all that stuff. Look it up and look at this documentary on Netflix called Strike a Pose. The dancers who taught Madonna the whole Vogue and stuff and did the Blonde Ambition tour, that's their documentary. I had to watch it myself. I have it in my list, but now you need to watch that too. Okay, we're going to watch that shit together, because that's what it's about. That's why it came to my mind looking at this episode. I was like, yes, that's something that I have to watch. But anyway, what it's showing is, when Damon gets his news, he tells the house everybody is so happy for him and so supportive, and you got Blanca being there for him and all that. But then when you see Ricky saying the stuff, people like, oh, the girl was like, I wish, I always thought that me and Madonna could, be best friends. And then here come Electra. Madonna would never want to be friends or be in the presence of you peasants. I said, wait a minute. She was like, no, no. What's going to happen is me and Madonna's going to be good girlfriends and we're going to be all the way up in Compton, okay? You know, we need to do this and we need to do that. Threatening Ricky. If you don't, you know, go out there, fix him up or whatever, and if you don't win this audition or whatever, you don't come back to the house, okay? And I'm sitting here like, girl, what? And she even said it herself. I'm not the one that give hugs and kisses and all that stuff and encouraging, but bitch, I give you the funds. And it literally, looking at the houses and the situation, that's enough of a compare and contrast right then and there. We see Blanca house, and it just shows, it just hit me. Blanca and them, the house of Evangelista, they're not living in the best of situations, but it could be worse. But it's not. You know, they have a little rundown apartment, but they're happy in it. You know, and she's still giving that love and that encouragement to them that, you know, they couldn't get from their parents or whoever else. Then we see over there in the house of Wintour, they got fancy shit. Okay, fancy silverware, fancy plates and all that stuff, and the table and all that shit. But yet you got this domineering, narcissistic, self-centered ass, you know, mother of the house, you know, and it's like she run her house out of fear, okay, whereas Blanca runs her house out of love. You know, deep down, I feel like I can't even say at this point that she loves those. Electra loves the people that she has in her house, probably Lamar and Cubby, because they've been with her the longest. But the other ones, they just help her win trophies. That's it. That's all that she care about, and she didn't know them long enough. So that's what I feel like. They're doing the auditions and stuff like that. And like I'm saying, this video, it's not going to be that long. It's not going to be that long because it really wasn't much. It was mostly how they was getting prepared. And you got Poppy helping out Damon, you know, doing his push-ups and stuff like that. You had, they're just working on the inner, trying to make sure he has the stamina and all that stuff. Whereas over at the House of Wintour, they have him, they getting Ricky fitted for clothes and making sure his face look good, making sure his outer appearance look good. Whether, like I said, over in the House of Evangelista, Damon is working on his inner. You know what I'm saying? But he has the self-confidence and all that stuff. One thing that I do respect about the whole thing is Blanca, when she told Damon, you need to talk to Helena, because I was sitting here this whole time thinking, what's up with him? Is he still in school? You know, he went through all of this and he not in school. What's happening? But kind of found out he's still in school. He has one more semester to go. And, you know, she wanted him to go over there to talk to Helena and let her know that he has this audition come up and, you know, he might be selected on a tour, and if he is, he's going to, you know, forego the last semester, come back to it, or whatever. And so at first he didn't want to say nothing, but the way that they was killing me, because the way that they was talking already was as if he already got it and he was already going on a tour and all that stuff. And you know, they was working on a dance sequence in the class, and you know, Damon was the prize student that she used to, you know, show them how to do things. And you know, he eventually sat down and talked to her about what was going on, and she said, you know, she was afforded the same opportunity. She was in you know, an school, and you know, this person that works at that school that she's currently teaching at told her that she needs to come over there and be there and be a dancer at that school. And you know, her teacher at the other school looked at her like she was crazy or whatever, but she had to do what she had to do. She still gave Damon her blessings and just said, make sure you come back and do the finish out your semester, you know, get your degree and all that stuff. You know, it like I said, it killed me because they was talking like he had already got the part, okay? Like he was already gonna get the part and all that. And then we see the, you know, he was talking about his whole relationship with Damon. I mean, Damon was talking about his relationship with Ricky, with Blanca, about how the way he feels about him and how, you know, how can somebody that you love all of a sudden treat you like they don't know you or whatever, because Ricky has been seeing Damon at the bars or whatever, but been walking past him like he don't know him. So he's feeling some type of way about that. And, you know, Blanca's just giving him encouragement. And, you know, we find out that his first love, she was like, it's kind of hard to get over your first love. He was like, my first love was dance, okay? And it feels like I'm falling in love with it again, you know? And so over at the House of Wintour, you know, I keep on saying, you know, you know, you know. What's her name? Electra was over there like, are you sure that you got that boy out your system? I was like, damn, Electra is cold-blooded, okay? Electra is cold-blooded, okay? And so they go to the audition and they find out that they're both in the same group. They do the whole audition. It was this one guy in this jacket that was doing the same thing, and he was a standout. Because before they even said that he was going to be the standout, it was going to be down to them three. I was looking at him as well as Damon and the other one, regardless of if they was putting the cameras on him or not, because they did put the cameras on other people, but for some reason he stood out to me. And they was like, he might get it, but whatever. They was waiting for the call back, and they was drinking behind each other in the water bottle and shit. I said, Ricky, get your own water. That's nasty. I mean, I know y'all share fluids and all that stuff, but okay, we ain't in that type of relationship no more. Come to find out, they both get callbacks, okay? And we see the difference of what they're going through because they have to go through the balls, and they're both walking in Bush Queen categories. And Ricky is trying to get his dance together and get on point. Meanwhile, he's practicing and rehearsing over at Chris's apartment. I said, bitch. So this whole time, there was some people that was, and if you went on Twitter during that episode, when they was trying to figure out whether or not when Chris confronted Damon and tried to put Ricky on blast and Damon on blast, and put it out there that he was fucking his man and all that stuff. Some people was like, I think he was just lying or whatever, and Damon just rushed to judgment and all that stuff. No, 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 no. Look who's still with the dude that was trying to break them up. He fucked that boy on tour. That boy was not lying, and they wound up being together. I said, ain't this about some bitch? And then broke up because you went over there and Ricky realized that the grass ain't greener on the other side. Okay, it wasn't worth it because this boy was not like Damon. Damon and him connected on so many ways. Okay, even though he had his flaws, Damon had his flaws, but what Damon did was Damon encouraged him. Okay, Damon would tell him, you need to go out there and do this and go out there and do that, follow your dreams and stuff like that. But this boy is telling him why you need to be up in the ball, why you need to be up in the house. You up here doing this for the slave master, being telling what to do and all this stuff, and I'm out here being independent and all this shit and woo woo woo. And so they got into a big argument and he broke up with him. And when they go to the ball, of course, this one dude come out there. Bitch, when Pray Tell said, what's up with Duck? What's Duck? Quack, quack, boo, boo. I said, what? And I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, he kind of do look like it. He came out there, did his little Bush Queen stuff. And Damon did his stuff. And then Ricky came out there. Ricky looked funny trying to do it, trying to Bush Queen it up or whatever. But he got all 10s except for one. He got a 9. Of course, Electra wasn't feeling it, but Damon won the grand prize. Prior to that, Electra was like, what would Candy do, bitch? Because I'm trying to get up in here and be with Madonna or whatever. And what we need somebody to do is get her little hammer, okay? And bust Damon's foot up, okay? Lubricate your hands and make sure that it seems like it just slipped out your hand. Oops, oh my God, it just fell. I said, are you spinning Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, motherfucking Damon and whoever else gonna do it? And then at this point, Lil Cubby was like, why don't you do it, okay? And then they looking at him like, oh shit, you talking back to Electra? That scene was hilarious to me. And I said, Electra, you are doing the most, okay? And at this point, Lamar, he went and told Poppy, and Poppy went over there, got Blanca at the ball, and then she went and confronted Electra. But did you see, she said, if something ever happened to Damon or whatever, I'll kill you and all that stuff. But did you see when she finally gave the hammer over to her and called her a mongrel, they both had this smirk on their face, like they knew it was stupid and they knew where it was coming from. And it feel like that at this point in time, the only person that Electra respects is Blanca, like fully respects, and that's what I got from that whole little smirking and shit, but of course she couldn't let that go for long. Went tours, okay, and so they just fouled on out. But Damon still wound up winning and getting the call back. And what else happened? In that ballroom scene, we see Poppy and Angel flirting with each other across the room. Come to find out, Poppy been doing a lot of work and trying to make some extra shift, get some extra cash. And Angel, she done got picked up for another campaign for Wet and Wild, and she's giving Essence a cover try and all this stuff, and I just love their relationship. That's that beginning stage puppy love relationship before it gets deep, bitch. Before all the little pleasantries walk out the window. Baby, he looking at her like, you beautiful girl. And she was like, if you get that photo shoot, it's gonna be some things going on. They basically implied that they gonna give each other some ass and stuff like that. I was like, ooh, ooh. And he was looking at her as she walked away, it was like, Angel, you look good, girl. I want to do that. Like, girl. Oh, baby. You look good with that walk. Shawty with the thick thighs. What's good? You know, play like that with your little boo-boo. That is so cute to me. But anyway, that was cute. That was a little random scene, but it was cute. I liked it. Like I said, Damon and Ricky got a call back. They didn't get the part. The guy in the jacket that they thought was going to get the part got the part. While they was at the ballroom, Ricky was trying to dance with Damon. Damon almost got caught up. And I was like, Damon said, nope. Now, see, at one point, Ricky was trying to get back with Damon. And Damon told him, I don't feel like we need to be with each other right now because we are trying to get ahead of our dreams and shit like that, and don't need no distraction. And I guess he's remembering how it was when they were together. He was all about Ricky. And I feel like, this is a good step for Damon, showing self-control and stuff like that, and making sure he's established and well on his way before he, give his heart out again and get broken, because he just don't know. Even though Ricky is saying that he changed and you made him better, they got this audition, not necessarily an audition. The lady that gave them the audition for the Blind Ambition tour also gave them the audition for the Solid Gold reboot, and they was doing it. And them two and this other dancer, this woman, beautiful chocolate lady, I don't know her name, but she did her thing. And I was like, I don't know if this gonna get picked up, but it was cute to see them happy about it. And that's when he was like, we should just start off as friends. And Ricky didn't really want that, but that's exactly what wound up happening. And that was basically the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. Like I said, it felt like a little filler episode, a little fun episode, a light episode. We needed something light after the heavy episode that we got last week. And then for it to be called, What Would Candy Do? And Angelica Ross, she just tweeted a little while ago that she just started to film her first scenes for American Horror Story. I can't wait till American Horror Story 1984. Bitch, I was at work looking at Friday after 13th. Friday the 13th and all that stuff. I love them shows. I can look at them movies all day long. I've seen them multiple times, okay? And watch them every time they come on. But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this episode, and I will see you guys later. Peace.